Hey guys, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's the first time you've come onto my live stream, I help men to get control over their anxiety and to live the life that they want, to face their fears in whichever particular area that they want to face their fears in, whether it's speaking to people, whether it's speaking to women, whether it's overcoming social anxiety and going to public places, whether it's speaking in front of the camera, whether it's doing public speaking. So I help people to take action in their lives. I've been doing this now since 2012. I started off as a dating and relationship expert. I was very successful at that. Built up to almost 33,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've got several million views worldwide. I've made countless viral videos on YouTube, and I've got a lot of student testimonials on my YouTube channel that you can see. You can see the results that people have got. There's a lot of amazing life-changing stories on my channel, and I've got a lot of experience, and I've shared my story with people as well. I've suffered with anxiety and depression on and off all throughout my life, but I've chosen to do something positive and to move forward in life and be positive and to go after my dreams and stuff. So I've had a lot of success in my life, and I've had a lot of failures and challenges and setbacks. So I really feel that I can offer you a lot of value and experience, especially if you're a guy who suffers with anxiety and you're sick and tired of feeling anxious and feeling frightened and you're not able to do the things that you want to do in your life. So welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about why I feel you should stop chasing women per se, and you should start chasing your dreams as a man. And I'm going to go in and explain what I mean by that. So I'm going to cover lots of different steps, and what you can do is you can take what you feel is relevant to you. You don't have to agree with everything I say. If you do, then great. And you can go out and try the information and see the kind of results that you get. For me, it's been life-changing, and for the people that I've helped. So welcome to the live stream. I will answer your questions as well. Please be patient. We will have a Q&A time. So we're going to go for about an hour today. We may go a little bit over time, depending on how many people are on the stream. We'll see how it goes. I've been really looking forward to it. I really appreciate all the support as well over YouTube throughout all the years. It's been really great. And I'm also going to let you guys into some exciting things about some of the changes I'm going to be making to the YouTube channel. A lot more professional content, better audio sound quality. So I'll tell you about that a bit towards the end, and I will answer your questions. So if you've got questions throughout, I'll answer your questions towards the end of the live stream, because I don't want to interrupt the flow of the information that I want to teach today, and I want to stick to topic. So try and stick to topic, guys. Don't ask me questions that have got nothing to do with what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about helping you as men to find your purpose in life, find your dreams and build your confidence and do what makes you happy. I'm also going to cover some good dating advice as well and explain. So welcome. Please like the stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get weekly videos, live streams, helping you to control your anxiety and build confidence and be successful in all areas of life, or the areas that you choose to. All right, let's make sure the chat's working. Excuse me, I've had a really bad flu over the last couple of days. I feel a lot better today. I feel like I'm just getting better. I'm coming out of so that's why my throat is a little bit groggy and I'm a bit pale, but nonetheless I'm here and it's not going to stop me. Right, okay, so let's just make sure the chat box is working. Can one of you comment? I saw that Robert. Oh, great, okay, that's great. Right, okay, so first and foremost, this is the first thing I'm going to talk about. Now, when I say you should stop chasing women and start chasing your dreams, a lot of guys get very defensive, they get very upset with me, and they take it out of context. I'm not saying that you should stop communicating with women. That would be really ridiculous. I never said that. And I'm not saying that it's bad for any guy to want to go out and look for a girlfriend. I never said that. And if any of you, and that would just be ridiculous. And I'm not saying it's bad for any guy to want to find a wife. Those things are great. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. What I'm saying is most men, and I've coached hundreds of thousands of men on, one-on-one on my 6 weeks program on Skype. I've done hundreds of public talks. I've had hours and hours of coaching time one-on-one with guys where they tell me everything. They spill their heart out. And as you know, I've taken guys out in public and taught them how to speak to women and attract women in an honest way and get a girlfriend. So most men I see, especially today, they make a mistake where they don't have a dream in life. All they do is chase women. And they go on forums, and I see it even on my Facebook group, on different groups. They're obsessed with getting women. And their whole meaning in their life revolves around validation from women. And the reason why I think that's terrible for a man, for your self-esteem, because if you don't have a goal in life, if you don't have a dream and you don't chase it, you're going to be miserable eventually. And whether you get women or not, you're not going to be happy. It's not going to be long lasting. And women generally speaking, women want to date a man who's got a purpose in life and who's got an ambition. And I'll go through the problems first. So the problems, as I just said, is what a lot of men do is they don't realize they're doing it, but they use women as an escape to get away from their demons. Because we all have demons. Everyone has demons. Everyone has anxieties and insecurities from the past. I do, you do. But the best thing you can do is actually to face your demons, face your insecurities, build confidence, and find what it is that you love. Because when you have a passion in life, when you have something that you love, it gives you so much confidence. It gives you so much self-love. It gives you so much respect. It gives you, you can value women more. You can value people more. You can value yourself more. And that puts you in a much stronger position to be more attractive to women anyway. A woman's going to be more attractive to a guy that has his own business, or he has a passion. He loves boxing, or he loves going out and doing photography, or he loves doing fitness, or he loves coaching people, or he loves giving public talks, or he likes, maybe he's a counselor. Women are attracted to that. People are in general, versus a guy who doesn't have any ambition in life. All he's doing is going out on the street or nightclubs or on Tinder and just trying to sleep with as many women as he can. It's too insecure, and it won't last. It will not hold up. You'll get a little temporary high. And if you do get the right woman, which is fantastic, I would love guys to get that. If you do meet the right woman, but you don't have a dream, you probably won't be able to keep her. It probably won't work. She might be attracted to you at the start because you're a nice guy, you've got good personality. When she goes into a relationship with you and starts seeing that you're struggling, you haven't got a job, you haven't got a career, you're not passionate about anything, you rely on her to make you feel good, that's very, very needy and very desperate. And I don't think any man really wants that. So that's why I think it should be the other way around. Men should prioritize first and foremost what it is they want to do in their life, what is their passion, what makes them happy. Everyone's different, obviously, but we all share one thing in common, that we all want to be happy in life. So my idea is, my mentorship and how I coach guys is to help them to get themselves in a happy, good place. Once you're in a good place as a man and you have something that you love doing, then you can speak to women anyway. You can pursue getting a girlfriend or a wife or dating, and they're going to be more attracted to you. They're going to be way more attracted to you because you're happy. You don't need women to make you happy. But most guys need women to make them happy. They're not happy if they don't get laid, or they're not happy if they don't have women texting them back. They get very, very unhappy and angry and upset if women don't validate their ego. So my point is, it's not blaming women. Women are great. It's actually about taking personal responsibility as a man and being an adult and actually having something in life that gives you joy and happiness. And women actually taught me this. They're very, very good at that, and learning through life experience. And like I said, I'm a guy who's been on all different sides of the spectrum. I've struggled with women years ago, and I had no purpose in life, no job, no career, no passion. I had no woman. And I've been a guy that chased women for many years, and I got a lot of women, and I slept with lots of women, and I'm not proud of it. It's nothing. It doesn't make me feel good. I don't really care about what guys think about me or what they think about it. That's not my claim to fame. I'm proud of the work I do, helping people to be better in life and be more confident in all areas. And I've also been in a position where I've stopped chasing women and I've focused on my purpose. And women have just come to me. It's happened naturally. And then I've had a girlfriend. I've been in the best position. I've had a girl of my dreams, and I've been successful at my business. I had that. So I've been on all these different areas, and I've learned from my own experience with dating a woman and learning from what women want. And I've found that relationships don't tend to go well between a man and a woman when a man doesn't have a purpose, because deep down, men, you're not going to feel good about yourself. You may feel temporary good because you've got the girl, but like I said, it's probably likely that your relationship is not going to last more than 6 months or a couple of months. It will deteriorate. Now, one of you asked me a question. Of course, if you met your dream woman, of course, if you was in a position where, and it's possible, you didn't have a purpose in life at the moment, and you just were fortunate enough that you did meet the right woman, and through meeting that woman, she inspired you to find your purpose, and that's fantastic. We can't rely on that. That's not consistent enough. And what is consistent when I look at stats, numbers, and facts is so many men don't have a goal and a purpose in life. And they wonder why women are not texting them back. They wonder why they're struggling with self-esteem issues. They wonder why they can't get women attracted to them, because there's too much insecurity. And women can sense it. Women can sense when you are needy and you need them and you're desperate. And I've heard women say it. That guy doesn't have anything going in his life. He doesn't have a job. He's not doing anything. He's lazy. He sleeps in bed all day. They say it. So my whole thing to men is, it's not about blaming women. It's not about blaming anyone. It's about, actually, if you're going to blame someone, it's better to blame yourself, because only you can really change your life. And then you can meet the right woman, or in the midst of looking for the right woman, you've got a purpose. So you can have both at the same time. Of course, you can pursue going out and interacting and looking for a girlfriend at the same time as having a vision, doing something that you love. So I'll ask you guys a question. It will help me to help you more. And I'll know by your answer where you're at, and where I don't care if any of you don't agree with what I'm saying. I really don't. And I'm not being arrogant or anything like that, because I'm happy in my life. I've got a purpose and I don't need any sort of validation. I'm here to give. I'm just sharing so I can help more people. So for the people that really appreciate what I'm saying, you will really value this. For those of you who don't agree, it's your choice, your opinion. I don't agree. Guys don't want to hear hard truths because they don't go doesn't like it. And I didn't like it when I was younger because it made me feel insecure. But if you want to be a better person in life, sometimes you have to look at your ego. You have to look at your weaknesses and be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, how can you be a better person to other people? So, like I said, we're not saying that men should never speak to women again and just get a goal in life. I never said that. We're saying that you shouldn't overchase. You should think about time you're putting in on dating apps, or if you're going out on the street or in the park, wherever you're speaking to women. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Clubs, bars, that doesn't make a difference. We're talking about, having a goal in your life. And when you have a goal, it gives you so much confidence. It'll actually make you better with women. Men who have got a purpose in life, um, they're generally better with women. It's obvious. Think about it. Your whole performance, your whole confidence, your self-esteem, the way that you carry yourself, your body language, your tonality, your eye contact, how you make women feel. If you don't feel good about yourself, how are you going to make a woman feel good about herself or being with you? And some guys are good at faking it. They can put on an act. They might be able to convince a woman that they're positive. But when she starts dating you and staying at your apartment and spending time with you, she's going to see your life routine. When you let a woman into your life, she's going to get to know your habits. She's going to see the truth. So instead of lying or hiding stuff, it's really about getting a good foundation, and it would improve your mental health, which is what my channel is about. So it's really really important. And like I said, I've seen some guys, and I can somewhat agree with them, who say they don't think men should chase women at all. And I can understand the truth in that, because the more you chase women, if you chase too much, it is a sign of desperation and neediness, and that's not attractive. There is a fine line between talking to a woman, asking a woman out, pursuing a woman, and as opposed to over chasing. And most guys I see are too desperate, too needy. I can see it. I've got experience. I've been teaching for almost 10 years. So if I can see it, what do you think women can see? And it's pretty obvious. The signs are obvious. So look at the successful people in life. Most of them have got really good women, good wives, or a girlfriend. And remember what I said, it's all good and well going out and meeting lots of women, but if you don't have the right woman, if you don't have a woman that's got the same values as you, and then it's not going to work. Then all you're going to be doing is dating women, and you're going to be having negative relationships. If that's what you want, then obviously that's your choice. But if you want to have a good life and you want to be happy in yourself, just think about it. It's just very, very simple science. If you need a woman to make you happy, then you're not happy, because you shouldn't really need anyone to fully fill you up. Of course, when you meet the right woman, she'll be happy because she loves you, and you'll be happy because you love each other. But you can't just rely on that, because if you do, what if the woman leaves you then? You're going to be in a terrible place. Some guys take it so personal. There's been guys that have taken their own life, or they've just gone into terrible depressions because they've had nothing else to fall back on. And I've been through breakups and heartbreak, but what's got me out of it, I've always had positive things to fall back on, like helping people, going to the gym. So the gym would be a good start, So if I was to ask you guys now, what's your dream? Do you have a dream? If you could tell me in the comments, that would be great. If you can't tell me and you're not sure, then we already have identified that there is a problem in your life. Because if you don't have a dream in life, and if you're not actually doing it right now, then there's clearly unhappiness, there's fears, there's insecurities, and you're in a life that you don't really want to be in. So it does come down to accountability and responsibility. Like I said, it's what women are not attracted to men that don't have anything going. So let me give you some examples. Great. So Corey says my YouTube filming. So that's great. You've got it. You're on the right track. So I'll work with that answer. So you've got YouTube filming, right? So I'm assuming that you're passionate about filming YouTube videos, and I know how much I love it. So you've got a passion, you can develop that. You can grow a YouTube channel, you can make YouTube videos. That love, that passion that the YouTube video film making has given you, that's already given you a lot of confidence and self-esteem. So, you're understanding where I'm going with this, and it affects everything. But when a lot of guys write to me and say, Johnny, why is it that I keep getting numbers from girls and they keep not texting me back? I'm like, the boys, because there might be some problems with the way that you communicate over text, but the underlying problem is you, because of what you're projecting. You're projecting a lot of unhappiness, a lot of insecurity and desperation, and the women are picking up on that through your messaging, your communication, and they're rejecting you because of that. They're turning you down. Whereas if you was projecting happiness and confidence, and you were doing something that you loved, they were much more likely that they wouldn't flake on you, that they would meet you. Because at the end of the day, if women keep flaking on you, it's because they're not attracted to you, and it's because you're not building a connection with them. So this really does sort out all of the problems, the communication problems that a lot of men have with attracting women. And then there's guys in a different end of the spectrum who are sleeping with lots of different women, but they're so unhappy in their life because it's become very empty, very shallow, very dark. So yes, although they're getting laid with different women, they don't have any goal in life. That's become their goal. And I think that's a very, very sad existence for any man. I've been through it, so I'm not judging, but I'm saying what I believe to be true. As I said, that's why I quit womanizing over the years, because it made me feel depressed and empty. It's good at the start for a little while, and then it's like any addiction, it leaves you feeling empty and worse off. So when you've got a goal in life and a dream, it gives you happiness every day. And especially when you've got something that you can keep improving and working towards, like filming YouTube videos or building a business. Now, business is something that you can build for life and improve. And if you're adding value to other people, it's just really about how it makes you feel. And like I said, the great thing is, for a lot of men who spend a lot of their 20s and their 30s chasing women, and they don't focus on a career or a business, they end up being financially not good, and they don't have anything to do in their life. So all that time chasing women, if they put that time into a business, they would have be in a financial better place, and not just financially. They would be happy. They'd have something to be proud of. And that's why boxers usually always have nice girlfriends, because they love boxing more. I generally do think a man should love his purpose more than even a woman. I really do. I know that might sound a little bit strict, but it's true. Because you should love a woman with all your heart if it's the right woman. I always say to guys, treat women well, the right woman. But I still think if you love your passion in life and you've got a goal, you're always in a place of confidence and security. And if God forbid a woman does leave you or she cheats on you, we don't want that to happen. Things happen in life, or you decide that you want to break up with her and it's painful. You will have something to fall back on. You'll be able to focus on your passion, on your business, on your career. But men place too much energy and focus on getting women as opposed to chasing their dreams. When you chase your dreams, women chase you. When you have a purpose in life, you're more confident as a man. You already tick the boxes. You don't need to do all of these games and act in a certain way to get women. You don't need to pretend you're not needy. You actually become not needy through finding a goal in life, a passion, a dream. So I learned this very, very early on. And like I said, I've achieved all the success up until now. I've had beautiful girlfriends, I had a beautiful woman, and a successful career, very successful on YouTube and with a coaching business. So I've done it, and I've started from nothing. And I've been in my life where I had no purpose in life. I was very needy when I was younger. I made all the mistakes that guys make. I used to chase women too much. I didn't know how to communicate with women. I was very naive, and I had to get hurt and learn the hard way. So it's come through life experience and learning from women, listening to what women say. And the real hard-earned truth is, which is a lot of guys will hurt their feelings, women don't really respect a man who hasn't got something that he's passionate in his life. And it doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't have to necessarily mean making money. It's not the particulars, it's the overall philosophy. So if a man loved birds, like, for example, she comes to me, Mike Tyson loved birds, the boxer. If you see in his story, he was always like, he had lots of birds in cages. If a guy loved birds and pigeons or animals, and he looked after birds and he had his own setup or cage or pharmacy, that makes him more attractive to women because he's in love with something, and it gives him satisfaction. And when you think about it, in the day that we're living in, a lot of women today are very independent. They don't need men financially. A lot of women have got their own careers now. So this is even more congruent to 2020. What I'm saying was true in the 80s, the 90s, but now we're in 2020. Women are way more secure. They don't need men as much as they did years ago to financially take care of them. So men need to be more reliant. You do, it's the truth. So, instead of taking it in a negative, it's actually a positive. It should motivate you and help you to find out who you are and what you want to do in your life. And the byproduct is successful men are always attracted to beautiful women, period. Anyone who argues that is not intelligent. They don't know the truth, or they haven't got experience. They haven't dated beautiful women. I have dated beautiful women, and I've been rejected by beautiful women, and I've had a successful business. So I know these things, and I've started from what we'd call nothing. So any of you can do it if you put your mind to it. And I will be making a lot more YouTube videos in the future, as I did the other day on how to build a business. So very important. And like I said, it's funny because I've seen it with clients and just men in general, people that I follow on YouTube. I don't know what it is. There's something about the energy when a man is passionate and on his purpose and is putting his energy into, if he's a boxer, if he's a coach, if he's an artist, a writer, it's just more attractive, even to males, even though we're obviously straight, we're straight men. When you see another man, passionate and doing his thing, you respect it. You can't help it. Even if you don't like him, you might not like him, your ego might not, whatever. But underneath, you have respect for that person because you see he's got ambition. And women have been saying it since time began. When you ask most women, what do you like in a man? I like a man who's got a good sense of humor, who's caring, but a man with ambition. Ambition is everything. My dad used to always say that word to me when I was younger. I've learned it. So I know what I'm talking about. I know my stuff. I don't bother wasting my time talking nonsense on YouTube. I talk things that are honest and truthful and they work. And it's not, I didn't make up these rules. These are true. This is what women want. But deep down, I come to realize this is what men want. So a lot of times I think men use going out and chasing women as an escape from facing themselves and facing their fears and their demons. Because to actually do what you love, which is a wonderful thing, and every single guy can do it, every single man living and breathing, regardless of what he thinks about himself and his own thoughts, has got a talent, has got something that he's brilliant at. Whether he knows it or not, he might not have discovered it. He might need someone else to help him, a teacher, a coach. But he has to face his fears to get to that. He has to face his demons. I had to face all my demons to be successful, to have a successful business and a brand, and to impact millions of people. I had to face all of it. And it's painful and it's frightening and it's uncomfortable and it's very, very challenging. But it's worth it. It's worth it for those that want to live a better life and be successful and victorious in whatever you're doing. I follow YouTubers on YouTube who are boxing journalists. They hold a camera and they interview boxers. They're behind the camera. I've got so much respect for them. And they get beautiful women, have a beautiful girlfriend because they've got a purpose in life. They've got a dream. They've got a business. They're adding value to people. So as a man, if you're not adding value to other people through doing what you love, then you're not going to be in a great place. And a woman of value and an attractive woman, not just physically, but a good person, a confident woman, she's not going to date a guy with no ambition. She's just not. She's got a choice. So with that said and that understood, why don't you find what your dreams are and chase your dreams and put more energy and time into that instead of the time you're putting into trying to, get loads of women to validate your ego? Because really, you need to validate your own ego. A woman can't do that for you. And you're going to figure this out a bit later on or today on today's live stream. Some of you might have been going through this already. I'll answer questions. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not going to be talking about day game. I'm not interested in day game. I don't teach day game. I don't connect with it. It's not for me. So if you're looking for that thing, you've come onto the wrong YouTube channel and the wrong teacher. I don't teach that stuff. I'm not into it and I don't abide by their philosophy. So I'm not going to mention anything more about it. So moving back onto topic, why I think you should stop chasing women and chase your dreams. You can build a better life yourself. And then you're in a better position where you can have a good relationship with a woman. Because if you're thinking long term, which I am, and I want to help people, then it's better that you get your life right. So when you do meet the right woman, or if you are out and you see a woman and you want to speak to her, great, go and talk to her. At some point she's going to say, "What do you do?" Every woman's going to ask you that. You can't escape that. Whether it's the first conversation, the initial interaction, the first date, the second date, at some point a woman's going to say, Aziz, what is it you do for a living? What do you do in your life? Ricky, what do you do? Corey, what do you do? Andy, what do you do? Johnny, what? And if you say, nothing, it's terrible. It's disastrous. I'm being honest. I'm trying to help you here. I really am trying to, it's from my heart to give you the best. It's the truth. And you want to be able to say, I've got my own YouTube channel, and I make videos and I love it. I'm passionate. And that's my passion. That's everything to me in my life. or you want to say, I'm a coach. I coach people. I help people in their life to be more confident. Or what you want to say, I'm a runner. I do marathon running. It's my passion. I've been doing it since I was younger, and I'm going to go for a big one next year. You want to have that to say, and it's not about impressing women. It's because it's just it's truth. Because she's not going to be impressed anyway. She's not going to. She might say to your face, she's not going to say nothing. When she goes away, her friends are going to say, "So that guy you went on a date with, what does he do?" And when she says nothing, they're going to say, "That's terrible." So honestly, guys, it's about getting yourself together, and this is for your own happiness. It's not to impress me or anyone or society or women. It's for yourself. It's for your own happiness and own sanity. Because at the end of the day, you're with yourself for 24 hours. I can't hold your hand and coach you forever. You can't be with your family forever, and a woman can't be with you forever. So when you're with yourself, you want to have, you want to have some peace in your life and some meaning. And it's it's a real blessing to understand this. So you know, it's really, really important. I'm going to be doing more podcasts about this. If you guys like the stream, hit like. Some of you already have. I will start answering the questions, guys. I'm going to answer the questions in 15 minutes. I'm going to finish this talk. We've got 15 more minutes, and then we're going to get into some questions. And I'm going to tell you guys about some great things that are coming up that you guys are going to benefit from. My whole YouTube brand, big changes are coming. I'm really excited about that, and I'm very, very thankful for the support as well. And I honestly mean it. I'm thankful for the criticism over YouTube as well. It all helps. So I'm gonna make a point. I know I'm repeating myself here, so guys, be patient. I have not once said that men shouldn't speak to women. Of course not. I mean, I taught for years guys how to speak to women, and I'm not saying that a man shouldn't be passionate about wanting to go out and get a girlfriend. No, men should. That's brilliant. And I'm not saying a guy, shouldn't look to want to improve his love life and get a wife. That's fantastic. I never said that. What I'm saying is men shouldn't put all of their ambition, their life ambition, their dreams, their meaning, their value, their identity in chasing women for happiness, because you won't find it. You're just going to get more unhappiness. They should find what they love doing. And the good thing about this, it's nothing to do with age or background or culture. It's for everyone across the board. And I don't want guys to think when they hear this talk, oh my God, I feel insecure. Johnny's made me feel insecure because I don't have a business in my life. I'm not successful. I'm not a celebrity. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a YouTuber or a business person. It's just finding something in your life that you love. It could be sports. It could be boxing. It could be drawing. I love artists. You could be an artist. And you could be someone at the moment that is not made it yet. It doesn't matter. That's not the point here. We're not talking about becoming successful yet. We're actually talking about the start. I'm saying men should work towards a goal. They should chase their dream, find what it is they want, and go towards it. And when they do that, immediately they're in a place of security, confidence, attractiveness. They're not in a place of low. They have a goal in life, and it's good for your mental health. It's good for every part of your well-being. Versus what a lot of guys do is they're on the internet looking at videos on how to meet women. They're on forums. They're going into clubs every week, drinking, doing whatever they're doing. Going on online dating sites, and that's their full-time career. And guess what? I did it. I did that. So I've made the mistake as well. I was younger then, and I had to go through that to learn. And that's what life's about. My thing of helping people is that obviously we live and learn. No one's perfect here. I'm not, you're not. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't strive to be better and learn from our mistakes and correct things. And that's one of the reasons why I resigned as being a dating coach, and I stopped just focusing on teaching guys how to meet women, because it got to a point in my life I was like, okay, I've had enough of that now. I was successful. I enjoyed it. I want to go on and do something more and wholesome and help men in all areas of life to get control over their anxiety, and so they can become fearless in their life and do whatever they want to do. And obviously learning how to speak to women is part of personal development, but it's not all of it. And I'm going to keep saying, I've heard countless women, I've had countless guys come to me that were in the right relationship and they got their heart broken. And the reason they told me, they said, when I first met my girlfriend, Johnny, I was in a good place. I got lazy. I stopped working. I stopped doing the things that made me happy, and she left me. Or the relationship broke down, and I'm devastated. And the mistake that he made was he attracted the woman. He did all the right things. He was himself. He built a relationship, but he didn't maintain it because he didn't focus on still having a goal. So even when you've got a woman and you've got a wife, for me, you still want to have a goal. You want to have a goal till the day you die. The most happiest people they in life, they're working when they're 60 and 70. They're still people like Anthony Robbins and Les Brown's 75. He's still doing public talks. He's amazing. He's still passionate. He loves it. It's definitely not for the money. They've made millions. Anthony Robbins is in his 60s. I want to be doing the sort in the industry of coaching and personal development until as long as I can. So it's having a long-lasting career. And I studied, as you can probably tell, I'm quite a student of success. I study different industries. I look at footballers. They all have girlfriends, most of them. I look at boxers, they have girlfriends. I look at entrepreneurs. And sometimes it's better to be single, take some time out, and focus on yourself and getting things up and running. And this is a very, very mature view on life. I'm not just saying age, but it does, for me, it has come from my age because I'm 36 and the things I've been through. And like I said, I really think what I'm saying is very valuable to you guys because you're getting this information from someone who did chase women. I put my hands up. I don't do it anymore. I did do it. And I realized this is not actually making me happy anymore. And I've had long-term relationships and I've had a purpose in life. So, um, and it's a lot of the time men are obsessing about what women like. So, for example, guys will say, this is what guys will say: Johnny, do women like tall guys? Johnny, do women prefer a man who's got a beard or a man who doesn't have a beard? Do they like guys that have got a bald receding, or guys that have got hair on their head? Do women like guys that are big built, or do they like guys that are slimmer? Do women like guys that are more outgoing? And all these questions, I understand there's a relevance to them, but really, what it comes down to is, women want a guy who's happy in who he is, his confidence. So you could be tall, you could have a six pack, you could have muscles, you could be very alpha male, whatever you call it. But if you've got low self-esteem and you don't have a dream and you're not happy, then eventually women are going to figure you out and they're not going to stay with you. They're not going to want to be, they're not attracted to you. So a short man who's bald, for example, and maybe he's not physically that attractive, if he's got a passion in life and he's successful and he goes towards it, he'll do better with women. I've seen it. I've coached hundreds of men. So this is a lot. This is not shallow what I'm teaching. It's not quick fix. It's not do this trick, do that, and get a woman. It's nothing. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't think you should have to trick anyone into loving you or liking you. I think if someone likes you and loves you, it should be for who you are, not for what you have. So one guy made an interesting point. Fair play. He said on my Facebook, Johnny, I don't want a woman to be attracted to me for what I have or my success. But I wasn't talking about that. He misinterpreted what I said. So I'm not saying that you go out and you find a dream and you start a business so that makes women attracted to you. I never said that. I'm saying it's for yourself. Why are you doing it? You shouldn't be doing anything to make women like you. You should be doing something that you like yourself. And if you don't like yourself as a man, then how is a woman going to like you? So it really does hit every different angle. So by all means, yeah, of course, common sense. Go to the gym, improve your physique. The more fitter you are, healthier you are, the more better you're going to feel. It doesn't guarantee you're a woman, though. Having a six-pack doesn't guarantee you to get women. It never does, never will. Being bald or having hair doesn't determine whether you're going to get a woman or not, because every woman's different. But having a dream in life, having your own art or hobby, that guarantees you happiness for the rest of your life. Period. I'll end it on that note. We're going to go for a few more minutes to answer questions. Period. Because this is how I look at it. Me personally, I want to be happy whether I'm with a woman in a relationship who I want to be in a relationship with, and I love her, and she loves me, and we're great for each other. She's a great woman. I want to be happy in a relationship with a woman. I want to be happy on my jacks, is a nickname for single. If I'm single and I've got no woman in my life, I want to be happy in my own skin. I want to be happy when I'm in my own house and there's no one around. I don't want to feel insecure or needy, that I need the woman around me to make me feel loved and good. I don't want to feel like that. So that's why I've got my purpose in life. Here I am doing it. On a Saturday, I could be doing other things. I'm not getting paid for this. I love it. I like helping. I really do. And educating people and inspiring them. So with that said, a lot of what I'm saying has come from my own experience, but it's come from learning from women, because women are intelligent. They are. Men are intelligent too, obviously. But, it's not like women hide the secrets to what they like in a man. They've been telling us for years, but most men don't listen. They're too stubborn. They don't hear it. They focus on the small details. So a lot of guys are too, I'm a bit OCD. There's nothing wrong with being OCD, but in relatively speaking, guys get obsessive over small details. Like, oh my God, is my hair right? Oh my God, I'm losing my hair. I'm losing my hair. No woman's going to want to date me. I'm bald. But it's not really about that, because loads of bald guys do well with women. They do. I've coached loads of them. I'm losing my hair as well. I'm not getting any worse with women. Last girl I dated was beautiful, lovely. Girl before that was beautiful. It's not down to your hairline, I promise you. It isn't. It's not down. It's down to how you feel about yourself. And when you have a dream in life and you love it, and let me go further. I observe other people that are doing well, and they seem to be helping a lot of people, and women are so attracted to them. And usually these men are not even available. They've got a woman. So what we're saying is, we're not doing any manipulation to make women like us or like you. We're taking full responsibility as men. We're respecting women, we're respecting ourselves, and we're finding something in life that we love. And if you can bless other people and help them, then more people are going to love you. That's why a lot of people love me and a lot of people don't like me, which is fair enough, because I bless their life. I give them so much value through my videos and teaching and information, and they go and put it into practice and get great results. So, it's pretty simple. It really is. By the way, guys, I really appreciate all the comments. I'm just looking at them now. I'm going to get into the questions in literally a minute and a half. Once we get to the 45-minute mark, the lesson's done, and then we're going to get into the questions. Like I said, please keep the questions relevant to today's talk. Don't ask me questions that have got nothing to do with today. If you've got any other questions, you can post them and I'll answer them in the next video and stuff like that. A few more things I wanted to say. So last thing I want to say, because guys might get confused. You might be in a position right now where you're a guy. You guys can let me know in the box below. You might be single right now, and you really would like a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not needy. That's not weird. You're single. You want to get a girlfriend. You would like to start dating, but you also want to start your own business, or you want to take part in your dream. You can do both at the same time. That's even more better. That's much better. Then you're not just chasing women. You're starting your business or your passion or your hobby, all the same thing. Business, hobby, a sport, a passion, whatever it is. Whether it makes money or not, it doesn't make a difference at this point. You're doing what you love, and on the side, you're interacting with women. You're dating. You're looking for the right person. That's fantastic. So like I said, when you're on a date and a woman says, "So Liam, Yo plays piano, what do you do in your life then?" You can say, "Well, actually, I'm a musician. I love music. I play guitar 4 hours a day." Amazing. Just saying that, you've already ticked the boxes. She's going to go, "Well, this guy's got something going on in his life. Second example, she might say, you know, I'm just going to throw a name out because some of you don't comment. There's a lot of people watching. You know, hey Paul, so yeah, I'm enjoying the date with you and I've got to know you. What is it you do then? And you say, you know what? I'm an entrepreneur. I run my own business. And then she might go, okay, well, what exactly do you do? I coach people. I help people to quit their 9 to 5 jobs, set their own businesses up. I'm a business coach. Fantastic. She knows that you've got something. Or another one, you could say, she asks you and say, I do charity work and I'm very passionate about charity and helping. I go out, I help the homeless, or I help, people that are mentally unstable, or I help old people. And I love doing that. A woman would love that because you've got something going on in your life that you enjoy and that you do, and you contribute something to society. A lot of this comes down to contribution. Les Brown talks a lot about it. Men, if we don't contribute, we feel worthless. We do. We have to be honest with ourselves. If we're not contributing something to society of value and something honest and decent that can help people, we don't feel very good about ourselves. I know I don't, 100%. It's well hardwired into us. A man needs to work and do something and help someone, A woman could say, what is it you do? I'm an artist. A comedian. A lot of women love funny guys. I'm a comedian. I perform in the West End, and my goal is to go bigger on TV one day. It shows ambition. She will respect that. She will be attracted. Wow, this guy has got big dreams and he's doing it right now. It's class. It's world class quality. Can't beat it. Anyway, we will finish time. So last, making sure Johnny Rabbitt never said don't pursue a girlfriend. You should. And I never ever said never respect women. Always respect women. You should respect everyone. And it's great to look for a relationship, but not to overchase and to not have a dream in life. Talk's done. Thank you for listening. Question time. I might go through the questions now, and then I'll just any new ones you've got, I'll answer them. How does a 19-year-old man find what that dream is? That's a good question. I mean, at 19, we're not going to put age on this. Well, I think you've got to really sit down and really think about what is it that you enjoy. Maybe we can start off with a hobby. That might be a little bit easier because a dream is a big word. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't let the word fool you. So what is a hobby? What is something that you enjoy doing? Could you tell me in the box below? Then I could help you a little bit more with the information that you're going to give me. So if I was to ask you, obviously you're 19. I remember you. I think you live in Australia. If I was to say, what is it you're passionate about? And you told me, we're kind of getting close to it. If you don't know what your hobbies are and you don't have a dream because you don't know what it is, that's fine. That's not a disaster. Because I didn't know at 19. I had no idea what I wanted to do. It took me up until 25, and then I executed at 28. So we don't want to get so caught up in the age. It's more about discovering what it is. And that's another good thing, actually. If a woman said to you, what is it that you do? What do you like? You can say, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. At the moment, I haven't discovered my purpose in life and my passion, but I'm searching for it at the moment. That's ambition. It's honesty. It's powerful and it's honest because what you're saying is you haven't found it yet, but you're looking. You're not just giving up on life. You're not just like, well, I'm not doing anything. I've got no passion, no dreams. You're welcome. Great, Andy D. Difficult name, but I'll try and pronounce it. Fauti. Right, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have a particular niche. Would it be okay to dive into self-help and general well-being? Well, this is great because already what you've got a dream, you've got passion. That's fantastic. Well, I can't answer that question for you. You've got to answer that. I can't tell you whether to go into self-help or not. What I can say to you is, though, follow your heart, follow what you feel is best for you. But it's great that you can tell me. I mean, just the fact you guys can tell me what it is that you want to do, you're already in a good position. And if you don't know yet, that's fine. Stay subscribed to my channel, and I'm going to make more videos and help you. And we can work it out together, and we can figure it out. What I would say to you, Andy, I don't know if you watched my last video. I did a live stream recently on how to start your own business, and I've made a video on how to start your own YouTube channel. I recommend you watch those two videos to help you set your business up and make a decision on whether you want to go into self-help niche or something else. I go through how to build a YouTube channel and all of the different things, and I'm going to be doing a lot of business coaching and business videos on this channel. So that's great. Yeah, I watched it last night. I've got to watch the rest of it. I watched the hot boxing Tyson Sugar Ray Leonard interview. Pretty, yeah, it's deep. It is interesting, very interesting. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. I will watch the rest of it. So yes. Ricky Morty, Johnny, what if you've got plenty of dreams and goals and things, and women still don't notice you? Story of my life. Well, I would say in that case, you have to have a brave, honest look and look at where you're going wrong in your life. Because if you've got dreams and you're doing well in them, then that's fantastic. But if you're in a situation where dating life is pretty dead, I would think about investing in getting a dating relationship coach to help you, or watching some of my other videos, or there's other YouTube relationship dating experts, and looking at what you're actually doing in your life, looking at your habits. I don't know you. I know you from YouTube when we spoke. If I've met you at a Phyllis event, apologies. I know you in person because sometimes the names on YouTube, I forget you guys use nicknames. So I don't know what you're doing at the moment, what your strategy is. Are you going online? Are you approaching women in public? You know, I don't know. I haven't got that information, so I can only tell you what I'm telling you now with the limited information you've given me. Thanks, Johnny. You're the man. You're welcome. Johnny, my passions are varied from piano. Of course, clue is in the title. You know, sports, music, art, writing. Oh, you've got loads of passions. That's brilliant. You're very, and some of you are multi-talented. You've got many different passions, which is great. You don't have to have one thing in a dream. So you can have five, even better. A woman says, "What do you like?" Well, that's great. So that's a great starting point. You know, you can develop that. And sometimes, a lot of the times, when a man embarks on his passion, he ends up attracting the right woman anyway. Example, if you were playing a lot of piano, you might go to some kind of piano event and meet a woman who is at the event who plays piano, and you both attract each other. Or sports. So your passion and your dream and your goal really does facilitate your self-esteem, your happiness, your mental health, and it give you a good shot in your dating life. Well, if you keep getting women that are saying that I don't date, then they're not the right women for you, as they're saying. I think that's just part of life. That's something that you have to get better at handling, as we all do. Failure and rejection is a part of life. I've spoken about on YouTube. I will cover that more because it is a part of life, and I will explain how we can handle that better. If you haven't got the fire or the drive to follow through with anything, that's not great in the long run, but that's okay for now because there might be reasons. You might have a good reason. Maybe your mental health isn't great at the moment for any of you. You might be going through a stage where you're depressed. That's everyone goes through it. I've been through it. So it's not like you've got to do it all in one day. So Johnny Berba's not saying every single guy right now has got to jump into his passion in one day. It would be better. You can do it. You can, it might take you 6 months to finally get there, a year or a week. But the quicker we get there, the quicker things are going to work out for you. And I'd rather give you guys the information because you might thank me in 10 years' time. You might say, you know what? I watched your live stream 10 years ago and you told me to chase my dreams and to not just chase women. And now I've got the woman of my dreams and I'm successful in business or whatever. I know this talk is long lasting. It's not quick fix because it really is. It's just great stuff. Do you know what? The idea come now. I really would at some point love to, even though I know the answer, I would like to interview 20, 30 women and ask them, if they agree with me on, do most of them, would they ideally prefer a man who's got a goal, a passion in life if they were going to date him long term? or does it make a man more attractive? And I guarantee you, if they're being honest, most of them will say yes. But maybe that might be worth doing. If any of you are going through a hell of a mental health problems at the moment, I really have a lot of compassion for you. I really do care. As I'm not a mental health worker, the best advice I could currently give you right now is to seek professional help, because I've been through mental health too, and I got help, and there's nothing wrong with getting help, and you're not less of a man, and there's no shame. So obviously, at the moment, if any of you generally going through really severe depression or mental health problems, it wouldn't be wise that you start a business or you start chasing your dreams. You want to get your mental health sorted out first. I need to make a point of saying that. I forgot to say that at the start. So obviously, there are some situations where, yes, you need to see a doctor. As Corey said, you need to get some help. And I'm going to use my platform to make some more videos. And you guys, I'm sure you'll like it, on the importance of men asking for help. I asked for help 2 years ago. You guys know I went through mental breakdown. I shared it. I was spent some time in the psychiatric hospital to get well, get help. I've had a mental health condition all my life. I work with it, get myself into a good place now, and continue. So there's nothing left. It's not weak to ask for help. Look at Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, the heavyweight champion of the world. He got help 2 years ago. He was suicidal. He had severe mental health problems. Now he's in a great place. So we've got some good lessons for some really good guys, you know. You're welcome, man. No, you should never give up, Ricky, you know. You should never give up on life. You want to have a good attitude. And we all go through times of feeling that life ain't working out. You're human. And I can't force you not to give up, but I wouldn't encourage you to give up. So I understand what you're going through and what you're feeling, because sometimes life isn't fair. You're right. Even the information I've given you is brilliant and it works. Sometimes nothing works out. You know, of course, I've coached guys who have come to me and they've got a great life. They make a lot of money. They're good looking. They're very confident. They've got successful business, and they're still struggling to meet a woman. And sometimes there are some different reasons for that, and then I have to help them with that. So we're not saying anything's perfect, but generally the rule of thumb is, if you chase after your dreams as a man, you're going to be a lot happier. And it's funny because today I didn't know we were going to talk about it. We've spoken about mental health. We've spoken about how to be more attractive to women. We've spoken about hobbies as a man and dreams and goals, and all these things relate to each other. You know, a man's mental health will determine his relationships and if he has a goal or not. But yes, like I said earlier, if any of you are experiencing very bad mental health problems, and I really strongly encourage you to tell your parents or to tell someone close to you and to get professional help, so we can get you better and healthy and back to being mentally well again. Because I'm a person, as you know, I've got a good sense of humor and I don't take life very, very serious. But one thing I don't joke about is mental health, because it's a serious thing. And as someone who has suffered with it, I have compassion for other people and other guys as well. So, okay. Johnny, it's strange. Do you find in hindsight, looking back, that all the downs in your life are somehow worth it? You go through them, but you come out stronger. 100%. I've been thinking about that lately over the coming weeks more and more, which is what has brought this content out of me. I never would have done the content today. Lately, I've been getting messages from people saying, I used to like your work, Johnny, but lately it's way more better. It's more powerful. It's affected me in a positive way. And it's because of the bad times I've been through. I'm going to make a video about that soon in a live stream on going through bad times. There's not a person on this earth, there's not a single living, breathing human being that has not gone through a bad time in their life. I've been through loads. I know you guys have. And you know, and it's a weird thing to say, because when you're going through a bad time, you never enjoy it. I don't, and it never feels nice. But the story seems to be, once you get through a bad time, it does make you come back stronger. And you know that saying, I know it's cheesy, but they say, good times pave way, no, bad times pave way for the good times. So yeah, this is all part of the journey, or whatever you call it. There are going to be downsides. There are going to be challenges, like what Ricky was saying earlier. Even when you've got, the dream life, you're still gonna have challenges. Even when you've got the dream woman, or you've got your career up and running, or you're successful, it's, we're human. So you got to do the best you can. Well, that's a good point, Les Boss. That's a good point, what you said. So you said you found your passion through chasing women, or I agree. In principle, what it's saying, but the reality is most men don't have a passion. Well, that's where I'm coming into challenge. Yes, the reality is most men don't have a passion which they wish to follow, but they should change that. And that's why I'm doing my work, because I'm trying to help men to change that statistic, bring it down. Because there's no reason why they can't. There's no reason. There's no excuses. Age, my background, this, that. There's so many people that have succeeded. So if you take responsibility and you become accountable, you don't leave it up to excuses. You make it happen. And we're living in a time now where there's so many opportunities, especially with the online media. You can start your online business now. You can make an income. You can make products. You can reach people from all around the world sitting on your backside on a laptop. So there are things that are negative, but there are a lot of opportunities. I'm going to be doing a whole new series next week, or in about 10 days' time, on anxiety. So if any of you struggle with anxiety, I know I've struggled with it. I've got a lot of experience on dealing with it. I'm going to make a whole video series. It's all free, it doesn't cost anything, on YouTube, um, which is going to give you some amazing tips that are going to help you reduce anxiety and stress and build more confidence in all areas of your life. Right, just to let you guys know, right? I've taken some constructive criticism from some of you, and it's been very helpful. I had a lot of complaints recently about the quality of my content, the audio, saying, Johnny, great information, great value, but the sound's not very good in your videos, or why are you filming your videos on your camera phone? Or how comes you're, and you know what? I totally agree with you guys. I totally agree with you. That was my mistake. And that's why now I'm investing in a new camera, a professional mic, highest quality, and there's going to be no more YouTube videos with bad quality. And I'm going to get a new camera so that my live streams, or a new laptop, there's going to be a better quality, because I want to professionalize all my brand now. I'm building a new brand, improving it. So thank you for that, guys, because that kind of criticism has really helped me, because I may not have liked it at the time, but you guys were right. It wasn't professional on my part. It was sloppy. It was not good, especially when I've got a great following and I put out a lot of professional videos. It was bad. It was bad on my part. So you guys were right. I was wrong, and I'm actually very, very lucky. I'm very grateful. Actually, this is a gift from my mum. My mum is helping me. I didn't ask her. I'm going to spend about £1,000 on new equipment. So I've been looking at cameras. I'm going to get a new camera. It's going to be about a £600-700 camera, and I'm going to build a professional studio in my apartment. So now I don't have to rely on hiring cameramen, because it was costing me a lot of money over the years. I don't regret it. I appreciated it. I enjoyed a lot of the films, but sometimes it was hassle. Every time I wanted to make a video, I have to hire a cameraman, and they're not always available. Sometimes, the videos don't come out the way I want. It's a lot of hassle. So I thought, if I buy my own equipment and I've got perfect audio, there's no excuses anymore. So I really appreciate it, guys. You guys have been great. I appreciate the honesty, because sometimes you can't always tell people what they want to hear. You've got to, and I didn't like it at the start, I'll be honest. It was annoying me a little bit when people kept commenting. I got a little bit pissed off at the start. I was like, Why are these guys being ungrateful? You know, I work hard to put out all this content. All of the stuff on YouTube doesn't cost any money, and why are they complaining about the audio? And I had a thought. I was like, actually, they got it right, because you guys are the ones that spend your time watching these videos, and you give me a lot of support. I couldn't do it without you, and obviously you guys want me to be better, so I can help you to be better. So you know, I had to change that part of myself. So that's one of the things, guys. I'm willing to look at my insecurities and admit when I'm wrong and take constructive feedback and criticism. So yeah, I appreciate it. Right, I had a good job interview in 2 days. God bless you. That's great to hear, man. Well done, Jax. So I just want to say, man, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the feedback. Because if you guys didn't tell me that the audio was bad on my videos, I didn't really know, to be honest. I'm not so meticulous now. I'm starting to take more pride in getting the audio right. And I'm the same. When I watch other YouTubers, and if their quality isn't good, I probably will switch off the video. So the whole channel is going to be fantastic, professional. I've also got a new podcast coming. I'll talk a bit more about that. That's going to be professional, interviewing people. And like I said, I'm building a studio in my apartment. I'm going to have, you know, the professional camera with the tripod, with the lighting, with the, I'm buying the latest mics, these amazing mics. They're called, I think they're called Rode. They're wireless. They're great. So, and even when I go out, I won't need a cameraman. I can take my camera out with me and set it up and do my own videos. But I'm not saying I'm never going to hire a cameraman again. I will hire. There's going to be times when I will need a cameraman. Obviously, I'm not going to. But most of my videos now, I can just shoot them myself. Your content deserves the best equipment. I totally agree, Ben. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I agree, and I know I should. I think my channel should be bigger, help more people. So I think by professionalizing my channel, it is going to reach more people. People will take the content more seriously, and I'm going to enjoy it. And if I'm going to be helping other people to become content makers and YouTubers, I've got to set a good example. But I will give myself credit. I have done a lot of professional videos on the channel. It's just recently I've done a lot of unprofessional videos, and people are starting to notice that. And that's kind of probably why some people have got upset or unsubscribed. So I can assure you, I'm a man of my word. The next videos you're going to see are going to be professional. I'm buying the camera this weekend, literally tomorrow, and getting all the equipment. And then we're going to build a studio, podcast show, and professional videos. So please subscribe to the. See you guys soon, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel now, so you get a lot of content. And like I said, I'm also going to be getting a new camera or a new laptop so that the live stream qualities are professional. Any last questions, guys? I've got to answer your questions. I'll give you a few more minutes, and then we can round it up. By the way, if you enjoyed the video, like the video, share it, leave me a comment below, because the comments you do in the live chat are not the same as the comment on the actual video. So I'd really appreciate if you could comment on the video. Yeah, I will be interviewing more people, actually. It's a shame because I was interviewing my friend from Thailand who's an entrepreneur, but I couldn't get a signal over Skype or Zoom. So I will be interviewing people. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be doing interviews. So yeah, there's going to be a lot coming this year, 2020. Yeah, the Fury fight was amazing. I did a video live stream talking about the Tyson Fury Wilder fight. I will be doing more boxing videos on the channel as well. Oh, I absolutely loved Fury's entrance. I love Fury. I'm a big fan. I loved it. I watched the fight. I got emotional. I cried. That's how much it means. I was so happy for him, and it was amazing. He just destroyed Deontay Wilder. Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. There's no doubt about it. And in my opinion, he beats Anthony Joshua pretty easily. I am going to do a breakdown fight, but as I said to you, I want to do all the videos now in professional. So I'm going to let you guys know as soon as I get the new camera and new equipment, you'll see the content. I don't know. You'd have to ask Tyson Fury's dad that. I can't answer for John Fury. But I suppose because his dad cares about his son, he wants him to retire. But I don't think Tyson Fury's going to retire. He's going to fight Joshua. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's scared of Joshua. I think Tyson Fury is levels above anyone who really knows boxing. Obviously, Joshua's good, but he's not as good as Fury. Fury, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. I strongly believe he beats him in every department. I think he stops Joshua late on in 8 or 9 rounds and knocks him out. Obviously, Joshua's got a chance, but with the form that Fury's on, I can't see it. But I think what Fury's achieved already, he's already in history books. You know, he beat Klitschko, he beat Wilder, the two most dangerous heavyweights of his era. So he's already proved himself. All right, guys, we're going to finish up. Um, yeah, Joshua's more skilled than Wilder, but he's not better than Fury. Fury's is a better boxer than Joshua. He's fitter than Joshua. He's got a better jab. I think he's even got more power than Joshua. But we'll have to see. Guys, appreciate the support. Look forward to the new professional content. And any questions you've got, you can drop me an email. And yeah, appreciate your input. And I hope the information helped you. All right. Remember, become fearless.